Can YouTube actually change your life with less than 1,000, less than 500 or 200 or 100 subscribers? And like a lot of us, I hoped that I could pull a Peter McKinnon and get 500,000 subscribers in my first 3 months, maybe 1 million in the first year. You know, I'd be okay with 100,000 in the first year even. I've done 3 years on YouTube now, and on this channel anyway. And I've also managed around 8 other YouTube channels that all have less than 300 subscribers. And just this last year, this channel finally broke the 500 subscriber mark. And it's caused me to kind of think about the lessons I've learned. I guess there's been like a number of things, 3 things I want to talk about that have really surprised me about YouTube that I didn't expect them. And in a lot of ways, they've been really hard, but they've changed my life for the better. I'm gonna get down now. We come from a filmmaking background, niche indie feature films, then we moved into marketing online using video. And when we first discovered YouTube, we were like, wow, that looks so fun. That'd be like awesome to do. And everybody's looking. Everybody's looking. Walking on a sidewalk and everybody's looking. Haven't you ever seen a man walk with a camera on a stick before? You know, just going for a walk, just getting my exercise. Exercising my biceps, come on. We first discovered YouTube like 3 or 4 years ago. And I mean, like, we knew YouTube existed. If you go on this channel and look at the date it started, it's like a year or 2 after YouTube was founded, but I really never used it because I was in these filmmaking circles and we just never really thought anything of YouTube. There was better places to post your demo reel, rest in peace Vimeo. And then one day we came across these videos by Matty Hapoya and I was like, this is my language. I love this stuff, it's amazing. And so I think I came into it maybe a little bit overconfident. I thought, man, I know what I'm doing. I could do this. Because feature films are really pretty high pressure in terms of there is so much to get done, so little time, they're really intense. And if you've got a YouTube channel, maybe you can relate. And so making short little videos like this one, I thought, oh, this will be a piece of cake. You can already tell where that's going. It wasn't. It wasn't. It really shocked us how hard it was to maintain a schedule, to come up with ideas, to get a video made, much less 3 videos made a week. The hooks are different, the audience retention is different, why people are watching is different. And so I guess that's the first thing. It made me a better filmmaker. And it really surprised me because I didn't think YouTube would have that to teach me. I thought I was going to be teaching people on YouTube how to make films, and instead I was enrolled in the School of Experience and Hard Knocks, and I am a much better filmmaker for it. And that's something I'm actually still working on. I've published like maybe 1 video in the last month. So right now I'm actually trying to figure out a system where I can film a video front to end, edit, upload, publish, all within 3 hours. And even though this video is probably not gonna make that time frame, it is gonna be closer than the last one. And the YouTubers we all know and love make it look so easy, and so I just kind of thought it was gonna be easy. But now I'm learning to look at things that people are doing and recognize that if it looks really easy, it probably means that they have an incredible amount of skill, talent, things they've learned to make it look that easy when actually it's really, really hard. And the second thing is that going into YouTube, I think even though we knew there'd be like this emotional up and down of, this is my wife, Jill, if you don't know. She's got a channel of her own that we work on together. That is, how many subscribers is it now?
I think it's just over 350.
350, that sounds right.
Yeah.
I specifically remember like I think it was 16 subscribers for you?
I was thinking like 16, 13, something like that.
Like it took forever.
It was like 13 for a really long time.
Thinking like, are my videos ever going to get more than 4 views? It's one thing to know it, I guess, and then another thing to actually live it, where day to day, you don't know what's gonna work and things that you pour your heart and soul into, and they just flop. And other ones kind of do okay, or they look like they're going somewhere and then they just die.
I think the biggest thing is at the beginning when you're not getting results, you're trying to decide whether or not you keep going, and eventually you might get results, but you don't know what the results are going to be, right? And so you're like, maybe this isn't working. Do I just stop?
You're putting work in and you want to make something that matters, something that gets seen. I mean, that's the point of putting it on YouTube.
Is it just that people haven't seen my content, or is my content not very good, right?
Even though we thought we were prepared for the emotional roller coaster, essentially we weren't. We weren't prepared for the ups and downs of like how emotionally taxing being a small YouTuber is.
When you're doing hard things and you stick with it, it builds you strong mentally and emotionally.
Which leads us into the third unexpected way that YouTube changed our lives. This is our studio. And as you can see, the kids have been playing in here. It's a little bit of a mess because this space was originally our photography studio. It became our filming studio and then our YouTube studio. But as we phased out of photography, we've used it a lot less for client work than we originally thought. And as our family's grown, it's become the kids' playroom. And having the space available for that is great. Unless I need to film a video and there's a mess. And I know I probably shouldn't let a mess really get in the way of filming a video, except, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. Which is why I'm wondering whether I should turn my gear closet into a filming studio that's always ready to film in. It's pretty snug in here, but I think there's potential. Do this up like a reading corner. It's like a gear wall. I mean, I could do another set here. I don't know. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Give me some ideas. Though it's not like it's not a mess in here right now that I need to clean up either. And in a similar way to how we thought we knew what this studio was for, I thought when I started this YouTube channel, I had a clear idea what it was about. I thought, I know who I am. I know what my skill sets are. I'm gonna make a YouTube channel teaching the things I know. And instead, I found myself in a kind of identity crisis because I thought I had clarity on where I was going. And the YouTube channel revealed to me that I didn't.
You go and you start delivering this content, but then you start being like, well, that's not right. And I was surprised how much there was finding what was like my voice. You know, originally it was like for my channel, we did it in the studio and I just thought that clean look, it's really easy, it's really simple. But eventually over time, we really found that we needed to come back into the home and film it in the home. And there was something about that fit a lot more, right? But at the beginning, what should this look like? What is the best choices? I think I was surprised that in a lot of ways I had the content that I knew. So that wasn't the hard part. It was like, how do I want to present this? What is me in terms of presenting this?
And the creative process has a way of revealing to you where you fall short. Because it gets you out of your head, you end up realizing all these things that you hadn't actually thought through, things that you haven't figured out, things you thought you could talk about, but you're missing some key ingredients to the point where you just can't make a video about that thing, or maybe you do make a video about that thing and it flops, and you know why, because you didn't know what you were talking about as much as you felt like you did when you started.
That's not quite right, or I really liked this. And there's a different discovery of who you are when you can watch yourself on screen, as opposed to just because you're not watching yourself in a mirror all day, you never see yourself from the outside. And when you get to see yourself on video, it's all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's what I look like, you know.
And while the path wasn't always clear, it revealed to me my weak points. It made me realize how little I knew and very aware of the places that I needed to grow. And that's been a really uncomfortable process to go through. It's not been a lot of fun, but at the same time, it's those difficult things. All of these things that we've talked about today have been uncomfortable and difficult, just like talking in camera, vlogging in public with people around watching you. It's uncomfortable. It's not a lot of fun in the moment, but by pushing and engaging with the difficulty, not running away from the hard things, you end up growing and you end up getting better clarity on who you are. and where God has you going in life and the things that you were made to do, better clarity on your purpose in a way that might not have been possible if you hadn't done the hard thing to begin with. So has being a small YouTuber with under 500 subscribers changed my life? Yeah, it has. YouTube is a lot of fun, but some days it's really hard. And it's those hard things that have actually been what have changed my life for the better. You know, it took about a year for me to get my first 100 subscribers, and another year after that before I had 300. And then I didn't post a video for almost a whole year. And in that time, a couple videos caught on. And without me doing anything, my subscriber rate began to climb. And now I have 1,000 subscribers without me feeling like I did anything. And that's one of the great things about YouTube, is that it can build itself while you sleep if you put the work in first. So my encouragement to you is don't run away from the hard things, because that is what is really going to change your life. Yeah, 1,000 subscribers wouldn't be nice. 100,000 subscribers would be great. 1 million would be amazing. Sponsorships and AdSense and making money and the opportunities that all would afford you would be an incredible thing. But those are things that happen to you. But those pale in comparison to becoming the person that you were created to be. And just like that, my battery ran out right in the middle of the inspirational ending. Probably means I've been talking too long, so we'll end the video. Thanks for watching. I need a better sign off. You can save me the heartache of having to say goodbye by just clicking on this video right here, and then we can just hang out forever. All right, bye.